Hi, Dale here. Welcome to another episode of Gramps Outdoors Adventures. Now, I had footage and images setting in the cameras for God knows how long, and finally decided that it was about time to put something together for the 2021 spring turkey season, because pretty soon we're going to be working on 2022 turkey season. But anyways, like every season that comes up, I usually start off with a little bit from hunting with my grandsons over in New Hampshire, Chase and Nick. So we saw a lot of birds. We had an awful lot of fun. I mean, the whole season was just full of fun, full of birds. Had a tough time putting shots together, but that's okay. I think you'll see how much fun it was. I hunted with Nick a little bit. Nick hunted with his dad a little bit more, and Nick's not so much a morning person, so he likes to get out, but not to be well before daylight like Chase does. So although sometimes Chase will be sitting there in a sit waiting for the turkeys, and I did notice that his eyes would close a little bit and he'd get a little wobbly in his seat, but that's to be expected when you get up at 3:30 in the morning day after day. Anyways, so one of the few days that I did hunt with Nick, we were working our way up to a blind, and we heard a gobbler out around the side of the hill, and so we called a little bit, and he was answering us, and pretty soon it was closer. I said, wow, this looks pretty good. I think this is going to happen. So anyway, we scrambled around and got a setup, and you know, the bird was coming closer and closer, and pretty soon that little periscope had popped its head just up over the rise, and Nick had to move just a little bit to get a shot on him, and of course that's all it took. That bird was gone. And interestingly enough, he had a hen with him too. So, but anyways, that's one that I remember with Nick. And Chase, well, I got a bunch of pictures and videos of some birds and some stuff with Chase, so we'll start that off. We'll get right into that before I go into my solo stuff over in Vermont and in New Hampshire. But yeah, a lot of birds this year, and like I said, it was tough getting anything put together, although toward the end of the season, you know, it did come together. So hang in there. We'll go through some of the footage. All right, here we go. So we did some hunting over in New Hampshire with the boys, and you could see, we did see birds, but we just couldn't put anything together. So hopefully they're all cranked up for the coming 2022 season. But after that, I scooted over to Vermont to a farm that I had set up. I had pre-scouted, and was seeing an awful lot of birds there. But by the time I got back over here from hunting with the boys over in New Hampshire, wasn't having much luck with the birds, and I suspect probably because during opening weekend that I was hunting over in New Hampshire, the hunters got in and really shook up the birds quite a bit. So off I went looking for another opportunity, and I found myself back over in New Hampshire, solo, trying to fill my tag. Of course, I was hunting with my recurve, and for the most part was hunting out of a small pop-up line. And I had bought a short recurve bow, a Bear Cheyenne, and it was shooting okay. So I thought, there was a good chance, because that bow I could actually move around in the blind a little bit without hitting the limbs. I would have liked to use my longbow, but the blind just wasn't big enough to accommodate it. So anyways, that's I'm gonna jump right into some of that footage over there. I mean, I saw tons of birds, had a great time chasing around, and we did get lucky on a bird toward the end, as you'll see. So anyway, let's scoot into that footage. Right, here we go. About 10 minutes ago, I saw a group of turkeys across a small valley about 400 yards away. I gave a couple small light calls. Hopefully they worked their way over here. my turkey. 3 jakes came in. I didn't get much camera footage, but my turkey is down. Had 3 jakes come in, and I got one of them. I had to shoot through the side window through the mesh, but the other 2 are still milling around out back here. Good morning. Well, it's been a long season, and it's been a fun season. Seen an awful lot of birds, but never could get anything set up just right. So this morning I saw a bunch of birds, and I saw some bigger gobblers and stuff, but nothing would come in close enough. And then there was 3 jakes down here in the field that come out, and they didn't seem to like, you know, the decoys and stuff. I did a little clucking and purring and stuff, and pretty soon they started to come on up. Well, they got just out in my blind spot so that I couldn't video them, and then they didn't seem to like it. They turned and headed back into the woods, so I was able to get turned around and shoot out of my side window through the mesh in the blind, and ended up getting this jake, one of the 3. So it's not a big bird, but I'll take it this late in the season, and I'm happy about it. I had a great time doing it. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks. Hey, thanks for jumping in and following along with the 2021 turkey hunting video. I had an awful lot of fun, you know, out there in the woods and just filming and yeah, first of all, I want to say sorry for all the shaky camera footage. It's sometimes challenging, especially for me, trying to self-film, you know, all by myself, trying to get the camera set up, getting the footage with the birds, and getting the bows ready and stuff like that, and have everything ready to go, and then hoping that everything is going to just come together in some sort of satisfactory way. But at any rate, if you did like the video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. I've got more that I'm working on. I've got a interview with my son Brian, subject being his hike on the Appalachian Trail in 2021, and through hike all the way from Georgia up to Maine. Hopefully that'll, you know, be a nice way to figure out or see some of the things that Brian encountered on the trail, and I'm looking forward to that, actually. Then I had some remote camping stuff that I thought I'd put up on the fall 2021 hunting seasons. I might just do a separate spot on my grandson Chase's hunt that I was with him, and when he ended up getting a nice buck. But anyways, stay tuned, and I will catch up with you in some of the subsequent videos. Take care now. Bye.